Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, before I get started off with all the tips and everything kind of going on right now, I wanted to give pretty much quick little shout outs to those who kind of really inspired me. And that being said, let's begin. One of the people that I probably found first in starting my design journey is Will Patterson. Will Patterson is an English designer, and he is phenomenal with his typography. This is a tidbit, really. This is tip kind of number one. Need to study typography to probably the most extreme, and he does it phenomenally. Now, his work is absolutely phenomenal. He is great, and just like me, actually, he didn't really study at a university. He really kind of went in and really tried to solve itself in what the agency kind of needed. He does a lot of typography projects with different companies, as you can see. Super phenomenal guy, and he is on YouTube, where if we go over here, he has his own little tidbits and things that just in truth help me out. And he's just a phenomenal person, and I really admire him and his work. Highly suggest you guys check that out. And the next person that I want to give a kind of an honorable mention is probably one of my favorite graphic designers in existence, and that would be made by James Martin of Baby Giant. And just overall, again, another tidbit that I would say is that this man posts online. He has created classes that will help you out, and just an overall, a great person. I actually had a chance to talk to him when I purchased one of his classes, and kid you not, I learned more in 30 minutes than I did in 3 years of my college classes. Super amazing guy. His work is phenomenal, and if he ever's watching this, congratulations on working with your goal design agency of Lincoln Design. Uh, phenomenal person, just absolutely amazing. As you can see, his work is very illustrative and just overall good composition, great. Again, I cannot stress enough how amazing this guy is. That being said, I gotta move over for Lincoln Design. Lincoln Design is an ad agency for really some of the biggest companies in the world, and they're based in up north in Seattle area. Absolutely amazing. Their business model is probably one of the best. I mean, we can see a bunch of different things from DC Shoes, Blind, Polarize, Google, Nerf, Nickelodeon, Tony Hawk. I mean, they are just absolutely phenomenal. And they do have a podcast, and I highly suggest you watch it because it gives you a great insight on how they think and how they do business. And this is not a sponsor, but they do have a new book where they do share their whole agency and the story behind it. So I'm actually going to purchase it, so we'll get back to you and kind of rate it, even though I know it's going to be phenomenal, because again, they are absolutely a great agency to kind of get behind. Now, that being said, another agency that I want to mention is called Pink Pony Creative, and they are a phenomenal agency to look out for. It's owned by Christy, who is an amazing graphic designer in her own right, and it is primarily a woman-led agency, which is interesting in itself, but they do phenomenal work, and first of all, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I love the pink. It is a very eye-catching color, and just overall, absolutely amazing. If we scroll to the top real quick, one of the big things I will say that I think is phenomenal of what they do is that they are a highly amazing studio in terms of how they advertise themselves with their work. And as we can look on their own website, they have courses, they have templates, they have a bunch of different things. Hearing her story and how she handles business is absolutely phenomenal, and I highly suggest you go take a look at their website and just see how they handle different things. Another person that I actually do want to mention is CJ Crowley. He is kind of like me, starting his own agency and has done some phenomenal work here, where I have to say, CJ, if you're ever watching this, good on you, man. Your work is absolutely creative, very illustrative, and just smart. Just absolutely genius. So he is a really good graphic designer. My favorite, I would have to say, is the Pickle Pig one. That one to me is just absolutely creative. He's also worked for Harvard, who I can't wait to dive into that. But I love his case studies and how he does things. He also does tools and courses, and he has a bunch of templates that I highly recommend checking out. That being said, a couple honorable mentions that I have to kind of give out. There are two people that I want to give honorable mentions to, and one is a couple honorable mentions that I want to give a huge shout out because they kind of shape who I am, and I highly respect these gentlemen to the utmost degree. So if they're ever watching, thank you. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart in my journey. And that has to go with Aaron Joplin from Joplin Design Company. This guy, I don't know what to say about him. He is absolutely amazing. I'm actually going to go to archives real quick. In his website, you will find a bunch of different things. This is the man himself, really down to earth, really awesome, and just overall an amazing designer. What I would describe him as an old school designer in terms of finding different things in different places, junkyards, estate sales, garage sales, antique stores, and finding these really cool different things and trying to preserve them in a way, just beautiful works that he has discovered, rediscovered, and overall trying to bring life to him. And I love his work. It is simple, it is beautiful, it is just something that overall his stuff kind of resembles that and illustrates it in a way that is super smart. Another person that I want to give a huge shout out for is a man known as Alan Peters. Now, I would consider him the king of negative space, and his work is a huge reflection. And I suggest getting his book as well to kind of help illustrate how important and amazing his negative space capabilities are. Another person that I want to give a huge shout out to is actually someone kind of close to home. He was my teacher, and I learned so much from him, and that is Dirk Fowler from F2 Designs. He is a huge inspiration to me, as his class was absolutely phenomenal. And he has given me special permission to host him for my classes, and just overall an amazing person with amazing designs. And I would consider his work more of the western side of printmaking, and just overall an amazing designer. So thank you to every single one of you guys for watching, and I really hope that you somehow get a little bit inspired by this and really try to go ahead and take a look at these guys, look at their work, and again, hopefully you're inspired. But these people and agencies are what inspired me with graphic design and how I would like my work to kind of shine through, but also get my own thing. That being said, thank you all. Hope you have a good day. and design away.